More than 300 mayors from across the country are in Washington, D.C. this week for the 92nd Conference of Mayors winter meeting. The event kicked off on Wednesday with the mayors meeting with members of Congress and the Biden administration. They've been discussing a wide range of issues, including gun violence, immigration, and the rise in hate crime. This afternoon, they're expected to meet with President Biden at the White House. Joining us now, the mayor of Kansas City, Missouri, Democrat Quinton Lucas, and the mayor of Oklahoma City, Republican David Holt. Guys are basically on the front lines of all the issues that plague our urban centers. I'll start with you, Mayor David Holt. And both of you, though, can take this question. What are the top issues that you hope to present to the president today?
Well, I'm sure we'll hear about immigration. I'm sure, obviously, that's having an effect on some of our cities, maybe less so Kansas City and Oklahoma City, but we're definitely closely monitoring it because it's directly affecting a lot of our colleagues. I'm sure we'll talk about public safety. I mean, that's often viewed primarily as a local responsibility, but obviously we've always had a strong federal partner there. Obviously, issues like fentanyl relate to that. We're meeting with the Secretary of State this morning to talk about fentanyl, which, you know, maybe doesn't appear at first blush to be a Secretary of State issue, but of course, that's where the drugs are coming from, is everywhere else in the world. So lots of issues like that. You know, we run the gamut, you know, homelessness, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia. I mean, when you're a mayor, you're kind of at the center of everything.
Mayor Lucas.
You know, I would say what is most interesting right now is how many international issues, whether it be relating to fentanyl, Israel, so many other things are impacting cities now, certainly the politics of America's cities. And you're seeing that in this conference. Secretary of Homeland Security joined us yesterday. The Vice President I had the chance to visit with yesterday. And, of course, talking to the Secretary of State and the President today. You are seeing this somewhat unique overlap of truly global issues and local ones. And it's playing itself out in city halls across the country.
Mayor Lucas, there's certainly, in the wake of the height of the pandemic, a rise in homelessness across this nation, you know, plaguing many, many big cities. Talk to us about how that will be discussed today and what will be the approach of these mayors who are at the front lines of this, asking for more federal assistance.
You know, I think you're seeing a few different approaches. First, some mayors like Mike Johnston in Denver and others are using these truly creative ideas to get everyone off the streets. And so there is a true, how do we build more housing? How do we once and for all get more support for HUD? That's a key part of our initiative in saying that, frankly, we need funding. There are two other parts, though, of the homelessness discussion. One is the migration issue, which at its core for mayors, as distinct from our federal partners, is truly a housing issue. We have people coming on our streets. Even my city of Kansas City has seen an increase in populations from Venezuela and Haiti, something that is new for us. And then the third part of it really relates to drug addiction, substance abuse, and many of the mental health issues that people are facing. Without addressing all three, we'll continue to see the incredible numbers of rising homelessness that we've caught around the country. And one thing that I think surprised a lot of people, we all thought after 2020 and 2021 and COVID, you would see numbers go back down. The world would get back to normal. You are not seeing that with homelessness. You're really not seeing that with a lot of downtowns in our country. And that's something all mayors are facing.
Mayor Holt, let's get back to the immigration issue for a second. Is Oklahoma City also seeing the impact of people coming in through the southern border? Are they ending up in Oklahoma City? And how are you handling that?
To be honest with you, no. I mean, we have obviously a longstanding and thriving Latino community in Oklahoma City, but no, the buses have not been rolling into Oklahoma. So no, we're more kind of in solidarity with our fellow mayors and other cities that are having to handle that, but we have not had that issue in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City Mayor Republican David Holt and Kansas City, Missouri Mayor Quinton Lucas, thank you both very much, and good luck with the Chiefs on Sunday. Thanks so much for being on this morning.